F you, I can't believe we said something like that. Then we talk about how racist and discriminatory and sexist and hetero-sexist that comment is, and I would have been harsh. So they asked me, and I said, of course I'm going to be out. Like, I'm just going to talk about it. It's going to be a great conversation. And they're looking like fear, like, no. And I think they half expected me to say no, that I wasn't going to be out, because I later learned there's actually a lot of legislators in Texas who are queer, but don't come out. Don't tweet that. I can just see it now. There's a lot of legislators that are queer in Texas. And then the second struggle is, I'll share a story. Do not tweet this, okay? If any of you are tweeting, this is where we stop tweeting. Because I'm going to call a couple of my colleagues, not by name. One night, during session, we go to dinner. And it was myself and other members of the Mexican American Legislative Caucus. And they're all men. And I was very excited to get invited to this dinner, because most decisions aren't made on the House floor. They are made at dinners with wine. Let's not forget the wine. They were made at dinners. And so this dinner, we were talking strategy. We were trying to pass a specific bill. And I was a freshman young woman, the youngest member of the legislature, so excited to get asked to even be at this dinner. And during the dinner, one of the men said, Mary, since meeting you, I put being with a pansexual on my bucket list. And it was, I just felt like someone had slapped me in the face. Like exonifying, sexualizing, dehumanizing. I mean, it was the grossest thing that someone had told me. And it was a joke to him, but to me, it was not a joke. And it was sad, because I was so excited to be at that table, right? Like, I was finally being welcomed in, and it was gross. And so I remember I took a deep breath, and I went to the restroom, and I wanted to cry. Because I felt this tension. The activist Mary would have been like, well, F you, I can't believe we said something like that. Then we talk about how racist and discriminatory and sexist and hetero-sexist that comment is, and I would have been harsh, and I would have been mean, and I would have stung him. But now I'm not that. I mean, I still am an activist, but my activism has to look different. And why? Because I need all those men at the table to vote for my bills, for my colonias, right? To help me get water to my district. And I can't make them mad, right? And it sucks. Because I'm hurting, right? And so I made a decision. I'm not going to say anything. And I'm very lucky, I should say, one man knew how bad that statement hurt me. And he came out of the bathroom and said, are you okay? One out of the 12 that were there, but we're happy that one. And luckily he was a great ally, right? And so we went back, I didn't say anything, and laughed it off. And the next day, I had to finding state reps is like finding needles in a haystack. Each state rep, and talk to them and say like why that was problematic, and why that hurt, and why that was inappropriate for them to use that language with me, because I am their colleague. But in the moment, I felt guilt for not speaking up. I felt anger towards myself and towards them. I felt all these emotions, but my goal is to promote social justice. And I knew I could still promote social justice without getting mad at them at that moment, because I could have those conversations after, and I could then build those relationships even stronger, right? And advocate for the things I wanted to work on. But that has been one of the most difficult things I've had to learn in my new position.